Hey friends! So I have gotten tons and tons of comments and concerns and questions and critiques about how I decided to set up the greenhouse with the planting and everything. So we're actually going to water the garden today together, and I'm going to sit down and go over some questions, comments, and concerns with you guys so I can try to touch base with as many people as I can, because I haven't really responded to the comments about it because I wanted to sit down and make a video and explain why I did what I did. But so far, our garden is looking amazing. Our water hose is kind of crazy, thanks to my dad. But we're working with what we got. We need a new water hose for sure that has the sprinkler attachment that we can do, because right now this is kind of what I do. I know that this is not a good way to water them, but we're working with what we have until I can get a different water hose with a different sprinkling system. Hey friends, how are y'all? I am using my dad's mic so y'all can see me and hear. Well, y'all can see me with my phone, but so you can hear me. So I've gotten a ton, and I mean a ton of comments about my greenhouse that I worked on. So I am just going to go through some of the comments with you guys and address some of the things I'm seeing so that, hold on, so that we can go over them together, so y'all know that I am listening. I do value what y'all say, and I do read y'all's comments. I truly do. So let's dive in. Okay. A lot of y'all were so sweet, so supportive, and I appreciate it so much. And there was a few of y'all were not being rude, but y'all were just telling me what I needed to do differently, and that's okay too. So let's get into it. Miss Patricia said that her ex-mother-in-law taught her how to make an eggplant parmesan, and I think that's really good. I want to try that. Miss Charlene said something about an Amazon delivery. Okay. So we actually got that today. I am making a short on it, so you will see the short of Brinley opening it. And thank you so much, because we actually did not know who it came from. So thank you. I love it. Lawson loves it. Brinley loves it. And we're so appreciative. So we have a comment: when your watermelon vines over the bed and starts growing fruit, place cardboard underneath the fruit. That's a good idea, and we will be doing that. You can muddle the strawberry, and my laptop's running low. You can muddle the strawberry mint leaves in flavored water with it. I think that is a fantastic idea. Are you going to move your greenhouse to the new mountain? My dad said no. I want to, though. Mistakes happen. Yes, that is true. Any mint is terribly invasive. I am seeing a lot of that. If these overgrow, I'm completely okay with it. Or if they mix it, I'm okay with it. It'll be okay. All your hard work is really showing on the weight loss. Thank you. It is a lot of hard work. It truly is. Da-da-da-da. Long neck yellow squash and English cucumbers. I do want to buy those. I think that English cucumbers are really good. I do buy those from the store. I didn't see a lot of these comments. I've gotten a few comments about freezing tomatoes and making it into sauces later on, and I will be doing that for canning. I don't have a moderator yet. Where'd all the comments go about it? Okay, hi Lena. I just wanted to come back and offer some advice. Really check out the times for harvesting lettuce and spinach. I know spinach, as the days get longer and harder on them because they tend to bolt, lettuce should be something that's already growing, like the end of March to the beginning of May. It doesn't like heat very well. Okay, I did not know that. And I love lettuce and spinach and all that. I wanted that in the garden pretty bad. Okay. The cilantro that you planted after the rosemary looks more like dill. You may want to check the plant ID. So I know for a fact it's cilantro because we even asked there because I did not want it. I hate cilantro, but I do want some dill, and it does not smell nothing like dill. The weeds growing out of that bag is free rabbit food for the rabbits. I know. They did get some of it. To get better success with the tomato plants, you should have planted them way deeper than you did. Remove all the lower leaves, plant half of the stem in the ground, stakes to support soon. I don't know how the garden beds are going to be moved because my dad does not want to move them. He just wants them here. So I'm going to be here and I'm going to create some kind of water irrigation system to water the plants as we go back and forth right now. But for right now, I am going to be hand watering them. And we are working on getting the stakes put up. That is one of my tasks for the week because these plants are bolting up. So I am working on getting the stakes for the tomatoes, peppers, everything that climbs. We use goat manure mixture with 50-50 ratio and fertilize with it. Yes, so there is fertilizer. That is a huge comment that I am seeing. There is that compost that I use is very, very expensive and very high quality. You have goat manure mixed in as well as dead leaves, eggshells are in there. We have mealworms and worms in there. I promise it is good soil. When you think about planting the potatoes, use a tall laundry basket. I am actually doing that. I have some potatoes at my house that I am waiting for it to eye so that I can use a laundry basket. Flowers in your garden is done. My dad said no flowers. He said right now we are working on food that is gonna be food. He said we can do flowers at the new house. Yesterday, I saw a man take a pool noodle, poke holes to run water hose through it. One side of the other was block, lay pool noodles down, middle soaker hoses. I think that's a great idea. I bucket or large pot plant cantaloupe and watermelon. I also top feed after planting and covering my pots, laundry baskets, bark to keep them moist. That is an amazing idea. Hi girly, you really need some compound plants in the beds to stop the bugs and aphids killing the crop without chemical. Plants like basils with peppers, marigolds with others. There are some YouTube, I'm assuming YouTube videos to help. I did companion planting as much as possible, but my dad really wanted just an herb garden, so I couldn't put those basils that were right there with the tomatoes and peppers. So there is a few things that we are going to slowly try to add into the garden, or we're just going to kind of see what happens this year, and then next year we're going to take the garden more serious, knowing that it's going to be a permanent place. I saw the comment about the rosemary bush being huge, and I did not know rosemary bushes get that huge. But if you use well water instead of good fresh water, the plants are going to turn yellow. I have had that happen with a few plants. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen with these because we do not have enough fresh water here in order to water these plants every single day. I'm trying to read them before my laptop dies. Someone said Cedar and Cross Homestead looks more like Come On Mountain, but who cares about honesty, right? I do have a lot of people who are not fond of what I do, but this is a family compound. I have no problem helping my dad with things that need to be helped with around. Cabbage likes cool weather. Save your eggshells and grind them up and sprinkle them around the tomatoes. Don't forget to water everything and good. So I do use eggshells. We keep our eggshells. I grind them up. It's mixed into the soil and everything. Okay. Karen was saying, attention everyone, please post with kindness. Here's something I've been doing several years, planting 2 peppers in the same hole. They thrive. We get 24 pepper plants in a 4x4 garden bed. So there is something called chaotic gardening. If you do not know what chaotic gardening is, I highly suggest you look it up. So many people have so much success. And you have to think, these plants grow everywhere wild if you think about it. So there is no extremely right way and there's no extremely wrong way to plant these things. Everybody has success. You could do the exact same thing as your neighbor Jeffrey, and Jeffrey's garden could look amazing and yours not look good just because of lighting or how compact you made it. It's all catch-22, you know. Please check your bag soil fertilizer. Sometimes they can be infested with insects that attack your plants. Those I have been checking. They're just mostly daddy long legs. There is ants in that garden bed, but we have that taken care of. The cucumbers are planted way too close. So cucumbers can be planted close. They're close planted together in fields. I did a lot of research. They are vine plants, so they need a structure to hold on to make them grow. And as long as I weave them through and separate them a little bit when they start to grow more, they will be okay. The garden is going to be awesome. Thank you. You are learning. That is another key thing. I am learning. I've done quite a few gardens. I love fresh fruits and veggies. It's just so much better to me. So I have done this a few times, guys, but every year is not the same. What kind of soil is on the top of the bed? It is topsoil that came from an actual gardening center. And the topsoil is that black dirt. It is not black dirt. It is topsoil. It is made for plants. The bag that you added in is potting mix. That is true. There's so many cuts in between the films, guys. Y'all don't see everything that's getting added. I've mixed a whole bunch of different things together. There is no nutrients in the bed. As I stated before, there is tons of nutrients, good compost. There is cow manure bags in here, goat manure. There is tons of nutrients in these soils. Okay. My plants have always been planted close together. They recommend and mine do great. Like I said, it's catch-22. Some people's plants do, some people's plants don't. There is no right or wrong way of gardening, I promise. Someone said that the beds do have compost in them, guys. Mr. Ron Gray always posts nice things saying that those plants look nice and healthy, fresh meats, fruits, and veggies on your own property, nothing better or healthier. Someone said, curious on why you didn't use the amenities like bone meal, bloodworm, worm castings, black cow, like manure. I did. There are some things that y'all are not seeing. Y'all aren't seeing the worms get put in, the mealworms get put in. The soils were mixed, and y'all don't remember him buying this soil, but the topsoil and the compost and cow manure bags were put in. Okay, So that's kind of all the comments. I did delete a few that were just rudely written, because there is a way to give critique and then there's a way to just be flat out mean. So some comments were deleted, but I promise you, my garden is going to be amazing. It is. Some things might not grow as well as the other things, and that is okay. It's all a learning and process, and I've never grown anything in this zone before. That is another major thing that I am trying to remind myself. Florida weather is not like Arkansas weather, but to an extent it is, but it's a little bit different, and growing in zones is completely different around here. So it is all a learning process, but I just wanted to answer a few of y'all's questions because I know it looked confusing that I'm just slapping dirt in these beds and then just going with it. But I promise there was a little thought behind. There was a comment I ended up deleting that did state, that's just because you can't be rude. There was a comment about how I clearly don't watch YouTube videos about how to garden. I do. I watch 1,000,002 YouTube videos about everything. I believe that YouTube is such a powerful platform to learn so much things. I mean, you could do anything. You build a house with YouTube. You could rebuild a whole truck with YouTube. I do watch videos. I do learn. And just like me and you, all of these people are sometimes doing stuff for the first time too. They're learning as well. It is so nice to collectively get ideas from so many different people. But that is all the time I have today to answer these questions. I still got to finish up the rest of the camper that I've been working on today. Y'all will see that video tomorrow. But I just wanted to hop on here and talk with you guys for a little bit. And we are a few days away from Lawson's birthday party, and I am so excited. It is going to be kind of small, less than 20-30 people, but I'm so excited. So many big things are coming up, and I just can't wait to get back out to the Ozarks, to be honest with you guys. But I hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye, friends.